Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to compare QQQ with VUG. Before we start, what you can do is to write down below in the comments your own thoughts on QQQ and VUG and also your investment strategy, or if you have any interesting ETFs that you want me to compare, I can create videos on it. Also, I created a course on how we can make money with ETFs, what are some good strategies, and also fundamentals about ETFs. You will find the course down below in the description. Check it out. So let's start, and let me start straight away. Which one is better? Which one, in my opinion, is worth more? Let's see. So when we come here to the ticker and issuer in Invesco for QQQ and Vanguard for VUG. I don't really have too much to say about that because both are good in my opinion. And now the fun begins. Expense ratio is much higher on QQQ, so it's like more expensive. Comparing to VUG, which is only 0.04, therefore is like damn much cheaper. Now when you go even further on assets under management, you see that VUG got lower assets, and underlying index is a large growth on VUG comparing to the 100 companies, primarily tech, for QQQ 100 index. Now when you come here to number of holdings, this is where the fun begins, and this is what I want to show you. Number of holdings is 103 for QQQ and nearly 300 for VUG. But when we're going to compare look at this, the performance, you can clearly see that 1 month is 8.26 here, for QQQ 7.86, 3 months and per last year, only because many times they are similar, and I will show you exactly how. 43%, 3 years, QQQ was better performing, 5 years, QQQ was better performing comparing to VUG, and even 10 years. So you can see clearly that many times QQQ is better comparing to VUG, but when we compare here and look at this for the weightings, so for technology, we see that 64% we see for QQQ. Here for top 10 weighting technologies, 57%. Consumer cyclicals is similar, 20%. Healthcare, 8% to 6.41%. And industrial, that's more. Financials, you don't even see any QQQ financials. And that's pretty much it. Then we get like small stuff here as energy or telecommunication services. Now, when we go further, let me show you the stocks here, and we can clearly see. So when we just compare the top 10 holdings, for VUG is 46%, comparing to total top weightings for QQQ, 54%. When you compare to the first top 3, it's even similar. But when you come here and you go further, you see that they have the finance, they have everything. And now technology stocks were performing really well last year, so that's why QQQ was dominating heavily. You see last year 44%, who would have guessed that, right? Comparing to 43%. So they're like both good, but expense ratio for VUG is just much smaller. Now, when we come here to the quality score, 5.43 for QQQ, VUG got 5.61. And that's pretty much it. Now when we go even further to the fund overlap, let me show you. 66.3% of QQQ's 101 holdings are also in VUG, but 23% of VUG of 298 holdings are also in QQQ. And you see right here the QQQ minus VUG, that what you see is the biggest differences in real estate, finance, materials are in VUG, and techs are higher. Now, when we go further, you can see also the overlap. This is what I was talking about. And you can always see the listing here. So, yep. And then you see the position highlights, not overlapping exposures. So this is pretty much it. I'm really thinking what else to share with you more. My recommendation would be like they're both good. VUG got bigger diversification, less expense ratio, but when you look on the performing of QQQ, the performing not for the last month, but when you go last year or 2 year or 5 years is better comparing to VUG. But again, we don't know what the future will bring. And that's like up to. Also, if you would like to buy ETFs, there is like M1 Finance link down below in the description. Check it out too. And of course, 10 years. So this is pretty much it. And yeah. So now if you're gonna have any questions about VUG or QQQ, and if you would like to understand more about these two ETFs, and you have some question, ask me down in comments. What I can also do is to check VUG versus QQQ and Reddit and check that out too. And personally, I own VUG over QQQ. Diversify and has lower expense ratio, exactly like that. This is the interesting strategy: 50% VTI, 25% VUG and QQQ. Yeah, and QQQ is tech more oriented. So that's pretty much it. And yeah. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you're gonna have any questions, ask me down in comments. I'm really happy to help you and provide you some guidance and support. Check the course down below in the description and have a great day and goodbye. See ya.